So today we're here on day 4 here at the IFFA show in Frankfurt, Germany, and I ran into Chris Young from AAMP. How are you?
Good to see you again.
Good to see you. I really wanted to just at least explain to our audience what the role of AAMP here at IFFA. You were telling me about some of the history and the relationship between IFFA and AAMP. So can you please tell us and share with us?
Yeah, so in the summer of 2015, before I became director, I was still the outreach specialist. The board looked at me and said, you need to find a way for our members to get into IFFA. In the years past, some of the members would sneak their products in, but the customs became more difficult. And so we made contact with the Germans, and they were looking to get the Americans involved. And so through a series of events, we decided to bring the German judges to the United States and judge our products in the United States, and then we would come to IFFA and receive our awards. So that's what we did in 2016, January. The judges came to Madison and they judged our products, and we came here and we set up bus tours to the small German butchers and stuff. But then over the years we've developed this relationship so we could exchange ideas and such. And so in 2019 they invited us to come to here to their booth and each day present, like on breaking down in American beef into traditional US cuts and what's the trending cuts going. And then they don't do a lot with snacks, so we taught on snacks, and then that's what we're doing this year again. We're teaching them how to make beef jerky, how to make fermented snack sticks, and we're leaving the slide presentations here, and we've developed relationships with each of the butchers, and it's just been a good thing to exchange ideas. Now we're looking at possibly bringing some of their students that are on their national team to the US this next year to work with some of our students and show them how they get involved with the skills competitions they do here. And so it's just going to be a continual exchange of ideas. We feel that, as AAMP, all of our small processors, we work together to strengthen the industry there, and the Germans do the same here in Germany. And now we're collaborating across the ocean to make the industry stronger worldwide, especially for the small butcher.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the more you get out of your comfort zone, meaning like Germans going into the US, and you being here today, I think that exchanging ideas, and not only ideas, is methodology. I know from experience here in Germany, they do in a process, even just adding ingredients, they do it a little bit different based on products. So I think that's sometimes challenging. Maybe not challenging, maybe an opportunity for understanding more like why they do it here, what are the rationale behind that, and also they can understand more of what we do and why we do it in the way we do it in the States. So
yeah, it has been really good to have that exchange of ideas. A lot of our small processors, like you just saw Rick Reams over there, and Rick and one of their judges, Gunther Coyle, they've developed a really good relationship, and that's been the same way amongst a lot of our processors and a lot of their butchers, and they exchange ideas all year long. Gunther came up to me. My background was 18 years making whole muscle jerky, so in 2019 Gunther and I sat down and we went through the whole process, and yesterday he brought me 2 packs of jerky, one of pork jerky and one of beef jerky. He said, try and tell me what you think. I said, because you taught me. I said, well, it's going to be good because I taught you, right? I have to tell you it's good. But it's just been a good exchange of ideas. They were really surprised when they came to the States that they had a brotherhood of butchers there, because their vision of meat in America was big processing and big grocery stores. So when they came to judge the first time, they were just very surprised by all of our processors, and that they were just the same as them here. And so that's just opened up, again, this whole flow of information back and forth.
Good. Now let's take the opportunity and tell our folks, our listenership, about AAMP in July. That's coming up soon.
Yeah, so so every summer we have our national convention and trade show, and we move it around the country. Last year was Oklahoma City. This year in Des Moines, and we are very excited. We're riding the wave of a lot of business coming back to the small processor. Is happening before that with the local food movement, farm to table. But Des Moines is going to be big. It'll be our biggest trade show ever at AAMP. We sold out our show floor of 230 booths. We added 32 more. We've sold that out. We have a waiting list of 20 vendors waiting to get in. We opened up the Hilton Hotel, which is our main hotel, we sold it out in 12 hours, not just our room block, but the hotel. And the secondary hotel sold, so we just signed with the Fairfield Inn, and that's pretty close to being sold out. So we're looking at it's probably going to be, it's definitely our biggest trade show, possibly our biggest show as far as overall attendance also. But we've got some great programs going on. There's always educational programs and demonstrations and those types of things. And for our side of the industry, it ends up being one of those things where I tell people it's like a big family reunion. You know, all the small processors coming back together, and it's just neat to see them, because they come and they collaborate, you know, and they openly share what they do and so on and so forth, because they're not in competition with each other. And so it's an exciting time, and so we would invite people to come. Starts on Thursday, July 14th and runs through Saturday, and it's going to be a great time.
Absolutely, and that's great news for the meat industry. Like, you see more and more, and I'm sure next year you're going to be even bigger. So
yeah, and next year we'll be headed east, make it a vacation. We're going to be in Charleston, South Carolina, right on the Atlantic Ocean, and so that's always a fun spot for people to come to and take a few days for family vacation. So
looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Yep.